What I love about this workbench is that it always stays clean because I have to fold it up when I'm done. As you can see, my other workbench, and this is actually pretty clean for my other workbench, it always becomes a shelf. So the nice thing is my new workbench, whenever I need a working space, I fold it down and I'm ready to go. The table can be mounted at different heights, so you can have it more like a counter height, which is what I have it installed at, or you can have it lower than that. So when installing the table hangs from this bracket and then is eventually bolted into the studs. The table has these springs on either side that offset the weight when you open it, makes it easy to open and close. This workbench also has this heavy-duty latch that you use to secure the workbench when it's folded up. And just for safety, I personally like to just go ahead and put a little carabiner through that to keep it from accidentally popping open. You could also put a padlock here if you wanted to keep your tools secure when you're not using them. As you can see, the unit really has a pretty slim profile. So even with the table folded up, it sticks out less than a foot. At the top of the unit, there's a really nice shelf up here. It can fit quite a bit of stuff on top of the unit. And also there are these holes you can use to mount hardware if you choose to put a light inside your unit. I've got a 24-inch LED light up here that I installed, and I showed you those screws earlier on the top that secure it. And then I run the power cord from the light just around the edge and down to a power strip that just plugs in behind the unit. These holes are nice for bringing cords up inside the unit. One downside that I have encountered with these is that if you drop something small, then it falls through the holes and can kind of be a pain to crawl underneath the table or have to fold it up if you're working on something. So it might be useful once you figured out which holes you're going to use, then to put some kind of a liner down in the bottom of this so that stuff doesn't keep falling through the holes. The holes on the pegboard are 1/4 inch. Most of the hardware that I had for an existing pegboard over here were 1/8 inch. Here's some examples of 1/4 inch and 1/8 inch hardware. I did have some issue with some of these 1/8 inch pieces that have this little part sticking out the back. Those ones tend to be a little bit loose in the pegboard, and they do tend to fall out a little bit more easily than the 1/4 inch. So these are the pieces that you receive with the pegboard. There's 30 pieces here. At Harbor Freight, I bought this set, which is 32 pieces. At Lowe's, there's this version. It's a 20-piece set. And these are the pieces that come with it. At Lowe's for a couple bucks, I picked up this drill cradle. I love that I fold it up, and then when I need it, fold it down. I've got a clean working surface to use compared to my, I guess we'll call that just a working shelf, my old workbench. This one has been a great place to work on stuff, great place to have a clean space ready to go to work on projects. And the tool storage has been fantastic because I've got stuff that I used to have in cabinets or in toolboxes just right in front of me, ready to use. And then on top of that, you have great storage above the unit to put toolboxes or other stuff. And then in addition, there's even additional storage space that you could use underneath the workbench if you need to put a couple toolboxes down there. So great use of the space. I love it. Check it out.